Oh, hello there. Can't see anything now. I can't see anything now. Oh. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. My name is Brian. I am slowly reading this, I promise. It's freaking Friday. You made it. I made it. We made it. Yay. And it is time to drink whiskey. If you can't tell, I'm a little tired. Ugh, it's been one of those weeks. Look at all these people here. Holy shit. Five Fingers. Hello. Welcome. Mike Franklin. Good evening. Welcome. Cliff Smith. Anticipation. Welcome. And Zenboot. Hail. Yo. Welcome. Yep, that was just for you, Cliff. I'm getting there. I promise. I'm starting to do it in the morning. Like I have sun coming through my window. I got my coffee. I got my possibly breakfast. I'll just read for a bit. So far, so good. Tonight, if you haven't seen the thumbnail, what are you doing? But also, I don't look at thumbnails sometimes either. Music. Tonight, I have Maker's Mark in front of me. 4 of them. The magic trick. What are they, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. Since you asked. First, we have this. This needs to die. I don't want to end this, but it has been that low for too long. Some of you may remember I got a sample pack of Maker stuff, tiny teeny battles. This one came with it. It is super good. It is Rob Samuel's personal selection. Grandson of the founders. 108.5 proof, 54.25%. This is a private select. Super low. I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. I'm not going to kill this tonight. Maybe over the weekend, we'll see. But figured I'd add this to the lineup. This is the lowest one. Co-op Whiskey, well, hello. Welcome. St. Louis Airport for the past 6 hours. What did you do? Or what did they do? It's their fault. Top Shelf Dustin, hey, welcome. Aces and tails. True, I keep drinking it. Slapshot, good evening. Welcome. Hello. How are all of you? And yes, Co-op, I hope you get the... I mean, airports were bad before. And they have not gotten any better. So, I don't like being in them. If you can, well, I know what I do, is I find the most vacant spot of the airport where no one else is, possibly, or a decent bar that's kind of hidden around a corner or something, just somewhere where the amount of people moving in and out are minimal. That usually works pretty well for me. Number 2 on the lineup. Maker's Mark. Toasted marshmallow. There's the staves. 109.7, 54.85%. This is my own personal, bought it at the distillery, hand dipped this myself, bottle, and I have enjoyed it a little too much. I mean, I bought this in November, so it's not too bad. It's what, almost half a year? Yeah, half a year-ish. So that's pretty good. You know, I can polish off a bottle within a month if I'm not careful. And I have tried not to do that. Because I drink too much alcohol. I mean, too much whiskey. Please take care of yourself. I've tried to stop saying please drink responsibly, because that is said in a flat, monotone thing across every spectrum of alcohol. Please drink responsibly. It's lost all its meaning. Anyone who hears that's just like, ah. So I tried to say, please take care of yourself. And the other thing is, don't let the person you are now be the person you hate tomorrow. There's no real fun in getting annihilated and getting sick and feeling sick and making an idiot of yourself and making things difficult for others and just general dangerous situations all around. But off the soapbox, you all know. If you don't, surprise. Also, personal history with alcohol misuse. So I can say that. This is Maker's 46, Cask Strength. It's number 3. This one is at 55.15% or 110.3 proof. Good stuff. Good stuff. I like a lot. I haven't touched it in a while, so we're coming back to it. See if anything's changed. Probably not. But we'll see. Mechanical thing. Well, sorry, Co-op, you're stuck with us. Enjoy. Is there any whiskey nearby? Find it. Is there a lounge? Something. Ouch. And last but not least, certainly not least, you'll remember this from last week's video? A recent video I did, because I can't keep track. This is the Maker's Mark FAE01. I dig it. It's tasty. 55.3%. 110.6 proof. So you'll note, these are all really close to each other in proof / percentage, whatever. Which is part of why I'm curious to do this. Like, this was a very spur of the moment, I'm gonna do this tonight thing, and most of my streams are like that. There's no planning. That doesn't work for me, ever. I'm gonna plan to do this next week. No. But that said, let's get into the Maker's Mark. Also, Tequila Rita Gold still, it's there. If you want me to drink something disgusting before the end of the night, you can. But you don't have to. Ooh, hello. That smells interesting. A little bit of alcohol, and I'm doing about ½ an ounce each. So this is less than 2 ounces total. Can't talk about taking care of yourself alcohol-wise without doing it myself. And of course I might have another one later, so that's plenty. That's more than enough. Kind of depends if my friend Greg logs on tonight or not. It looks like so little. I really need to use the mini Glencairns more often, because that's about ½ an ounce pour. Give or take. There's no mark on this one, so I'm eyeballing a little bit, so we're gonna go back and forth between these, see what's up. I have felt a little bluck the past couple days, and I also want to say there may not be a video at the normal time tomorrow. Actually, just assume there won't be. I have had a thing, like right here, a little thing, which of course immediately made me think I had something else. I didn't, but I haven't gotten sick in 2 years. And I can't say I'm sick, I just have this weird scratchy throat thing. It's very annoying, but I think it's going away. It showed up on Wednesday, which was the day after a little bit of a scare, but I had to test on Tuesday, and then I had to test today. It was just like, I woke up with this weird scratchy thing on Wednesday, so. Although I knew the odds of that slipping under the radar like that were real slim, I wanted to double check and make sure. So whatever it is, it's annoying, but it's gonna go away. And it's not what I thought it was, so whoa. Or what, it's not what I was worried it would be, because I got shit to do that requires my senses. Start of May. For those of you who don't know, I will be in Texas. Austin, Texas area. So if you're near that area and you want to say hi in person, you could. You don't have to. Charles Answorth, hello. Oh man. Which one? Charles, let me know. And said, "We take care of yourself." Yeah. Like it's an indoctrinated dry week. It's like, oh, you'd like to taste and smell things. No, fuck you. You're going to lie down for a week. But as I was saying, yeah, I got stuff going on that requires me to have clear sinuses and a palate at the beginning of May, so I'm not allowed to get any kind of dramatic sickness. I have avoided sick for years now. My general demeanor does help that. Not going around people, not going out much. You know, got that down pretty well. But trying to change that a little with my life. I'm 41 years old. Trying to get out and live a little. Unfortunately, I wanted to do that 2 years ago, and you know, that got put on hold a little bit. But I had a lot of fun last year, so I'm hoping to have more fun this year, if I can. So far, the plan is... You see that? It's not closing properly. Ooh. Better. I have plans. We'll say. That. It's not here. It's here. Feels like... Standard. Oh, it's a dive bar. That sounded the best. Yeah, man. That's the thing. If you go to any kind of bar that doesn't have more than your usual stock, we'll say. Jameson, Maker's Mark. You could go Jack Daniels or Jim Beam if you want. I don't. That's not to be a snob. Jack Daniels tastes like bananas. And Jim Beam, I would prefer something else, like a Maker's or a Jameson. Jameson's always a safe bet for me. I will drink so much Jameson. I will show you what's in what in a moment. Don't worry. Just trying to not get distracted, failing, and trying to get these pours set up. The reason I'm doing this now instead of beforehand is because I want you to see that I'm actually pouring it. Granted, all of these have wax tops and you have no idea, but I promise it's what I say it is. There's no point in lying. Oops. So FAO ones get a little more than the other three. That came out like a flood. Oh my goodness. I spilled some on my hand. Whoopsie doodle. Is that even a saying? I have all the bottles in front of me and they look great. Except you can't see them, so sorry. Okay, let's see how bad this is between one and the other. Okay, this is the one that has the FAO 1 in it with a little bit extra by accident. Yeah, that's almost a full ounce that I poured in the last one. It's for science, so that's a little more than 2 ounces now. Oh boy. With that said, let us begin, shall we? And again, do tell what's in your glass and what you're drinking or what you're not drinking. You don't have to drink anything, honestly. Best part of Maker's Mark, you can drink it on COVID. Smell, taste it, healthy or not. It's true. For some. I mean, my feelings are, if you don't like it, more for me, you know? That's how I look at things. I try to look at things. I don't always look at things like that. For the most part, if you don't like something I like, good. More for me. Here we go. We are starting off again with this. This is just a clear Glencairn, as you can see. It's got a shiny light in it because I have a shiny light on me. But this, just a clear Glencairn, is the Private Select Special Edition. Picked from the Founders, or the Founders' grandson, whatever that means. It's good. The It's Bourbonite glass, drink more bourbon, has the special bottle, my own pick, the Marshmallow. My own pick. I bought it at the distillery because I had it there. I hand dipped it myself. I had nothing else to do with it other than it was there. I bought it. I put it in the wax. This is number 3. It's got the Flaviar logo on it. You can't see it because it's in a weird spot, but it's there. You can kind of tell. You know it's there. I don't know why they put it on the bottle like that. It's annoying. Could have made it bigger and whatever. Not sponsored. That is the Maker's Cast Strength. Sorry, Maker's 46 Cast Strength. And last but not least, the FAO 1 is in the Whiskey Vault Glencairn. So those of you who are watching and sticking around will know what's what. And if anyone asks and you see it in my hand, you can answer because I might not see it. I'll try to answer if I do see it, but there's always a possibility. Scott Pigsley, hello. You're welcome. I have your things in front of me. I did not forget, as I said. So, let's see how my senses are. I don't trust anything at the moment. Although I did have a very good sandwich today. I have a new place I've been going to. It's not new, it's been there for ages. But I've been going there recently and getting food, and it's expensive, but it's so good. Oh, it's a bakery and a cafe all in one, in this lovely little, quiet little corner of the world. So good. Like, they bake the bread there, they bake the muffins there, everything's baked right there. Oh, it's good. Shall we begin? Let's shall. Got that cherry note, man. Immediately. Well, it's making me think of, like the Luden's cough drops, the cherry cough drops that are not really cough drops. They're, what do they call them? Throat lozenges. So they're just cherry candies, pretty much. Hard cherry candies. They're delicious. I'm kind of surprised. That really jumped out immediately. I'm getting a citrus note, or at least I feel like it's citrus. I don't think they do. Although everything is very bougie. So, you know, there's like French sparkling water from France. So where they get their meats, I assume, are pretty quality, but haven't looked into it. I can ask next time I'm there. Where the hell do you get your meat? Tell me to. I was gonna get the one with bacon, the bacon sandwich. It was like, I think it was a chicken bacon thing. I don't remember, but I got the other one. And it was delicious. That a little bit of dill. Oh. So worth it. And the bread. Oh, the bread. Ugh. Let's not think about lunch. I ate it all. It was delicious. Comes with a little nice salad on the side, a little mustard balsamic thingamajig. Glaze. Glaze? What's it called? Dressing. That's the word. Salad glaze. There you go. I know what I meant. Leave me alone. Yep. Nice, sweet, friendly, approachable makers. There's a little more alcohol on this, of course. I'm gonna look at the staves on this one so I get an idea what's going on. Okay. Smells good. But it's got this weird, well, not weird, but I don't have a good way to put this, but it's like a citrus curve. Like an orange wedge. Doesn't make sense, I know. The fun of it. Almost as if it was some kind of garnish. That's odd. And to let you know what the actual staves are that they use in this one, because they didn't say that. 3 baked American Pure number 2, or Pure 2. 3 seared French Cuvée, C-U-V-E-E, Cuvée, I think. 2 Makers 46, and 2 toasted French spice. It's got a little bit of spiciness to it. I don't know about the other ones. I know Makers 46, I understand. French spice, toasted French spice, I can imagine at least. But it smells good. I like it. It is reminding me a little bit of Makers 46, but not the same. It's not the same boldness. We'll find out though. Does it get soap? What the hell's happening? This better not be a clean glass thing. We're gonna be annoyed about that. I didn't get that at first, and usually it's very apparent. These are all clean glasses. On number 2, this is toasted marshmallow. That's the weirdest. I'm fairly certain just the name of it is very Imposing is the wrong word. What's the word where you say something or you read something and immediately just locks into your head? It's like a suggestion. Hey, Williams, hi, thanks. I have to round up that total. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Jesus. Hold on. It does require me actually doing something. So 55. Oh boy. I mean, yay. Did work? Did work. Good. Halfway mark. All right. I'm being very quiet today. There is a toasted marshmallow note, and I forgot what that word is. Again, suggestion. And I'm specifically thinking about a toasted marshmallow, like actually a toasted marshmallow where it's all not black, but almost tan, just a little brownish. Enough where you could like pinch it and it would kind of have a outer layer, but it wouldn't be burnt to a crisp. You know, toasted. The cherry note isn't as strong. These are all open. Again, they're all doing stuff while they're just sitting here. So do keep that in mind. They're going to change no matter what. There is something else that's similar in this one. I feel it might just be the alcohol. Like there's a thread from the first one to the second one. There's just this. Might be why I had that soap note. That's a new one, by the way. I don't remember saying that, but then again, I don't remember this morning very well. So. And I will tell you the staves for this one. I wonder if they're similar. Nope. Oh, wow. Okay. So they have one seared French cuvee. It's a C-U-E with a thing over it and then another E, so I'm not trying to say that. 3 makers 36. Makers 46 staves. 5 roasted French Mendiant? Mendiant? M-E-N-D-I-A-N-T, Mendiant. Mendiant? And 1 toasted French spice. So I don't even know what that 5 of them are. But interesting. The variety is the fun part. I like it. It's not as toasted marshmallow as I remember. But it's, you know, half empty and it has been for a hot minute. I had the bottle for half a year. Things have changed a bit. Oof. These are making me very thirsty. On to the Maker's 46 cask strength. This one should be familiar. We'll see. Prune. There's more of a prune note. Like maybe clean glass as well. So oops, didn't turn something off. I recall French oak being very specific, and it was this weird grape note that I sometimes get from Eagle Rare, or something of that sort. I'm not getting the same thing this time around. If anything, this Maker's 46 cask strength has got similarities to this marshmallow one. Oh, thank you, Zedvid. He looked it up. And he says French oak or Mendiant, French oak cooked on low in a convection oven. Green River, curious to see how it is. Cheers. Dave Basie. Cheers. I can't take a sip yet. Oh, they're around. Probably chasing mice. There's something distinct about French oak with makers, and I'm not sure if it's something I've nailed down in my head yet, because it's in there, but it doesn't seem the same as I remember it. You know, my memory's fun. Ow! But I felt, or at least I assumed when I first started this, that the French oak would be the most apparent, and now it isn't. Oh, and if you didn't know, Maker's Mark 46 cask strength is all, he said, without being sure. Finished with, wait. I know it is, but it's finished with French oak staves, like all of them are French oak staves. Verify the words for me. ... Don't show me the words. Someone back me up, because I don't even see it on the bottle. That's funny. Limited edition Maker's Mark. Stave profile number 6, which is number 46. I can't read. Yeah, it just says Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey Barrel finished with oak staves. French oak staves is what they mean. Gus Smith, I think you gave me a sample of that. I liked it too. And it was very similar. Like, I don't remember per se, but I feel as if I've said, when my initial experiences with Maker's 46, was it reminded me of Balcones, because one of the Balcones samples you gave me was a French oak staves one. So there was a similarity in my head for those. Now I'm not so sure, because the French oak 46 doesn't smell like I thought it would. Big surprise. But again, a little bit of weirdness going on with this area. And I already tested myself. It's not a thing. It's not the 19, we'll call it. Since saying anything else is... YouTube has a hissy fit. Shut up. My next door is so obnoxious. I'm getting soap today. This is the FAE01. This is why there might not be a video tomorrow, by the way. I don't trust my senses at the moment. Even this has a little French oak thing going with it. These last three, the first one not so much, even though I think it has some French oak in it. Hang on, what did I say? It has some Maker's 46, and then French spice, toasted French spice. That doesn't really explain anything. Yeah, I made a weird soap note today. Alright, maybe the palate will fix it. Let's just have a sip or two. It's only been half an hour, it's fine. On to, again, going back from right to left, as you know. If you've been here, I go from my right to left, which is your left to right. Anyhow, over here, whatever that is to you, I think it's your left. The private select, the special distillery pick, which you can't see, but it's right here. That I hand dipped myself, toasted marshmallow, Maker's 46 cask strength. Look, they're not. It's like right here. You can't see. You can't see the top, but it's right here. I promise. 46 cask strength, and then right here, which again you cannot see, but my hand is on it. My big hand, my giant hand, is the FAE01. Starting over here. Cheers to one and all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping me. Well, helping us all. Happy we got it through another week is what I want to say. We're all here. We all made it. Ugh. Getting ready for the weekend. Which is much more of a thing for many of you than it is for me. Because, although I did find out this is spring break. Is that right? I was not aware of that. Cha-cha. First whiskey of the day, by the way. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. Oh, I should have had a beginner pour. Ah. This is the good stuff. Other than the burning, high proof. I should know better. I do know better. I should have a lower proof bourbon before I do something like this. Oh, and I didn't. But anyway, my throat feels better now. Oh, sexy. Lovely. A little dry. Certainly spicy. Has some kick to it. On to number 2. I'll have a little water in between these things. Oh yes, and please, because I forget all the time, halfway point, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to chat. That's all I ask. You just have to put the subscribe button and you're in. You can type all you want. Doesn't mean I won't ban you instantly if you're a jerk, but that's the little buffer I use to make sure people don't go bonkers in chat immediately. No! Sorry. YouTube's being annoying. Bourbon Baller, hello. Welcome. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Hello. Welcome to the weekend. You're officially here. I don't know if Whiskey Knows went live. I thought he would. Or he said something. I don't know. I was doing things. But I thought he was going to go live, but I thought I saw something saying he wouldn't because of stuff. Hopefully that's all settled on his end, but he usually has been kicking off Fridays, which is good. Smells good. Wow. That's much mellower. The first one came and just slapped me upside my head. Huh. Not very spicy either. A little bit, but not anything like I expected. Putting in a first whiskeys of the day tend to have a little bit of a hello, especially if there's high proof. YouTube, shut up. You don't get to see this on your end, but unfortunately, occasionally while I'm watching, while I'm streaming, while I'm talking to you, YouTube will give me this little error message where it says, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, blah, 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 blah. I don't know how to fix that. So hopefully it looks fine. But, YouTube. Brewmaker Maker, hello. Time for dinner. Have a drink on me. I can't do that because it's all your stuff. Alright, going on to the next one. I'm trying to go through these as fast as I can without hurting myself. And once again, I'll say it since we're at the halfway mark. Do not expect a video tomorrow. 1, I don't trust my senses at the moment. And 2, I've been fatigued. Spoilers, I have mental health stuff. But most of you knew that. And I don't know if it's a seasonal change thing or just because I've been feeling a little ick. But I've been more lethargic than usual, if you can believe it or not. So, I can't guarantee anything tomorrow, and I won't. I'll say expect nothing, but maybe something will happen. But don't expect it. Sucks, I know. But it's also springish, summerish time. And the sad thing, it's not sad. Sad thing for me, for you, not so much, but usually changing of seasons, warmer weather, kids getting out of school, vacation, move my hands around a lot for no apparent reason. You're not watching YouTube as much, is what I'm saying. Usually for YouTube watching, that is very keen on autumn, winter. Especially with whiskey. I swear there's a lot of stuff that happens in autumn and winter as far as whiskey is concerned. And the beginning of the year is mostly Irish whiskey, and I actually forget when Bourbon month is supposed to be. I don't remember what Bottle and Bond Day is either. I think it just happened. I have no idea. I have no concept of time. It's great. Other than what the clock tells me right there. It says 35 minutes and 4, 5, 6 seconds. Sorry. Cheers again. This is the Maker's 46. I'll see if this tastes different from the previous one, which is the toasted marshmallow. Oh. There's a very distinct note for the 46. It's still kind of weird at the moment, but it is similar to... My mind just told me this. It is similar to a grape fruit leather and a raspberry fruit leather. Fruit leather? If you've ever had fruit leather, it's a thing. I liked it as a kid. It's like a fruit roll-up, except more condensed. It's as if you mix those two together. That's what it reminds me of. That's what makes me think of, I should say. I don't think that exists unless you take one grapefruit leather and then one raspberry fruit leather and just smush them together and eat them both at the same time, which sounds amazing. By the way, I really like raspberries. Actually, I found out recently, this 41-year-old man said, which feels strange, I enjoy raspberries a lot. And I knew that. I knew that already, but I confirmed it officially when I found out I can go to my local town store. This is irrelevant to the whiskey conversation almost. But anyway, I can go down the street. There's a store where I can purchase actual, just like either chopped up fruits or a berry mixture, and that's what I got today. So it's got strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, and I think blueberries. So it's a nice little mishmash of berries. And I've always really liked cranberry muffins. No, raspberry. Maybe it is cranberry. I like cranberries too, but let's just say I haven't had a lot of experience with fruits and vegetables. Generally because I recoil from them. But as far as fruits go, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries, I'm cool with those. It's making me think of, I think, the black raspberry as well. That's where I was going with that. I got there, it just took a minute. Yep, it's got more of a darker note. It's almost like it's heavier. There's more char. It's drier too. My tongue is just shriveling up right now. La, 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 la. That is one of the weirder things my brother introduced me to. When people would say dry, I didn't really understand. Until someone's like, all right, have a sip of this white wine. Okay. All right, you feel the moisture coming out of your tongue? Yeah, it's weird. That's dry. Oh. Didn't really click. I'm not a smart man. But again, I don't drink much wine these days. I never did, honestly. I think I was I had one wine subscription once upon a time. And it still didn't make me like red wine, so sticking to white, folks. White or, what's the other one? Blush? Blush? It doesn't sound right. Rosés. Those are cool. And last but not least, the big pour of the evening, the FAEO one. Ooh. It's like a swimming pool. Chlorine. Did I mention I don't trust my senses today? Because I don't. Not as dry. There's a tannin thing going on. It's not as dry, but there's a weird... I don't want to call it a film, but there's a feeling, a distinct feeling on your tongue that isn't dry. It's almost like there's a guess a film or residue. Something is left over. Almost sticky. Now what I'm going to do, power through these quickly without water in between, just to see what's going to happen. Because my interest in these is the fact that they're all so similar in proof. As I said, we're going from about 54% to 55-ish, a little above 55-ish percent. That's it. There's a very tiny, tiny margin. So the differences are going to be on the staves or... Well, no, it's going to be on the staves. The first one's got a different stave lineup. The second one does. The third one is just French oak. And the fourth one has its own thing as well, which I forget what it is because I forget all the time. Ah, yes, 10 virgin toasted American oak staves. So that's what that is. And I remember when I did the video, I was also getting a weird Maker's 46 vibe off of this one, which I shouldn't be. And this is the FAE01. They're different. They're all different, but it is minute for some of them. Now I'm going to drink back to back. Probably blend a couple of these together just for funsies at the end. Still got time. With that said, here we go. Ooh. The first one's got punch to it. It's got bite. Even with the second sip, still, even here, I feel it more here and here in my mouth, the spice, than I did the rest of them at all. Whew! As my grandmother used to say, woo! I don't know why she used to say that, but she did. She didn't say that, but that was a reaction of hers. May she rest in peace. Fatty acid esters. I remembered. Yes. That's what FAE01 is. Which would explain a few things. Which would explain why there's a weird film. If there's any kind of fatty acid of any sort just hanging out there. Hell, I think I read about that in my book. Not just now, but when I was reading this morning, they were talking about that. What chapter am I on anyway? Shit. I am on chapter The Wall and the Work. The challenge of tasting whiskey. The challenge is you get inebriated if you drink too much of them. It's part of the challenge. Number 2. You know what? I think the first one has got too much heft to it. For whatever reason, it is punching above its weight class. What's the phrase there? It's just much spicier and burnier than the others. So basically that is canceling out a lot of anything I can get on the other ones because of the intensity of the first one, which I didn't expect. I put them in this order because it's from lowest proof to highest proof, except the lowest proof is punching as if it's a higher proof and a much spicier thing. Whiskey. Blah. So the toasted marshmallow, which is kind of mellow and enjoyable and sweet, is getting a bit buried. Because I just sipped it and it just was, it was fine, it was good, but it lacks stuff now. It's almost just been taken, stuff's been taken from it. The sweetness isn't there. All right, moving on. Number 3, the Maker's 46 cask. Oh, it's still got its punch. It's got its spice. Oh, it's like frickin' Christmas. I love that. It just lingers. I think it reminds me of it's mulled wine a bit. That's kind of what it is. Yeah. The French oak gives me a very distinctive mulled wine thing. I have not drank a lot of mulled wine, but I do enjoy it, and it does come out, every year. I don't go looking for it, but it has a bunch of spices, and it has wine, and it does have that kind of grape note I was looking for. It's got those pod things. Star anise, is that it? A few of those, a little bit of orange in there too. It's all coming together. Some orange slices or orange rinds. What else would they have in there? Did they put bay leaves in there? Is that my imagination? Or peppercorns or something? I do not know how to make mulled wine. Let's just say that. But it's interesting having that pop into my head while I'm going through these. That is very, very close in my personal opinion for what the Maker's 46 cask strength does. What French oak does to Maker's Mark for me. And it's what that is the taste, or the sensation even. I can't even say it's a certainty, it's a taste that I will find in some of these finishes. It's that. It's a very specific thing. And it's obscure as hell. You know? It took me how long? 45 minutes-ish just to get around to that. Actually, it's more like 30. I didn't finish pouring until about 10 minutes in. Either way, it took a while for me to get there, but I did. And that is something that I feel I can find in at least the French oak Maker's 46 cask strength. And I will try my best to remember that because I found it on the other ones, but not every single one. I'm going to the fourth one now. FEO1. Oh yeah, it's still good. It's still much mellower. 1 and 2 have the most spice. This one has little. We're talking almost cinnamon sugar and a bit of pepper, a little bit of pepper, black pepper. I mean, gotta specify, but that's it. There's nothing else to it, except for that film that's leaving. And again, fatty acid esters might have something to do with that. I don't know. I'm not a scientist or a distiller. But enjoyable and surprising, especially the first one. And if I remember correctly, this is the one that I sent to Drums and Drams. And surprisingly, he liked that one. And he's not a huge Maker's fan either. But I can see why. It's got much more character, much more heft. You know, hello, I'm this specialty private select maker. How are you? While you're on the floor going, oh, what just happened? Alright. I have a little libation of sorts. A little water, a little pretzel. Maybe not in that order. And then we'll go back, see what else happens, and mix a few of these together for fun. Oh yeah, that's pretzel, all right. And the pretzel tastes different. The hell? Oh no, I just saw something amazing. I haven't had those in ages. Anyone remember Flips? I know they're out there still. Pretty much chocolate covered pretzels. Oh, those would be so good right now. I already have enough snacky stuff today. I had a muffin from that place. I got muffins. And that sandwich. Oh my god. Let's put it this way. The place is expensive. So it is enjoyable. Good God, you pay for it. Meow, sugar kitty. Hello. Welcome. You have to watch the replay. I've been having the makers. And someone was wondering where you were because we had questions. I don't remember what those questions were. I think it was about the FAU1. Back to the start. And Sugar Kitty, just for you. Private select. Maker's marshmallow one. Toasted marshmallow. This is the one I hand dipped. And you can't see these. Then Maker's 46 cask strength. And then Maker's FAU1. Boom, 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 boom. My right to your left. My right to my left, your left to my... Anyway, that's what they are. For some reason, the pretzel calmed things down. Oh, I think salt will do that. Salt and bread. Pretzelness. Oh! The toasted marshmallow one, though, man. That is blissful. Just a little bit of spice. Oh, it's so good. It's cozy. It's a cozy drink. It's a cozy whiskey. You drink that and you're just like, oh, you want to take a nap. I always want to take a nap. Give him tune to the cat. Oh my goodness, how dare you. Also, hi, Mama Cat, Kitty. Mama Kitty? That's Mama Sugar Kitty. Mama Cat Sugar. Mama Sugar Mama Cat. Nope. Hi. Speaking of, Mama KillCo, hi. Oh, well, their audience is eating. Hello. Hi, Ma. Hope you have fun tonight. Stay out of trouble. Stave types, yes, Sugar Kitty. I've been talking about the staves on these bottles because they're all different. We have the French oak with the 46, and we have these two, which are both different as far as the selection. It's just random, you know, whatever kind of staves. And then this one, the FAE01, is just one. It's similar to the 46 in that it's just a whole thing. Like they just did a whole 46 or was it 10 virgin toasted oaks? 10 virgin toasted American oak staves. And the esters. Oh, there you go. Well, tell her we all say hello. So some people on the internet say hi. Those weird people I talk to online. Play the detective. Ooh. What? Now the question everyone's going to ask me is, which one do you like the best? That's a very difficult question to answer. They're all really good. Wow. Yeah. What's funny is the initial nose I got was cherry. And I think that's happened numerous times with Maker's Mark. You get a cherry note initially, but then it kind of, well, then it does change because I had them sitting out in the glass, no caps, like an amateur. But I think it keeps it interesting. What am I polling? Wait, which one I like best? Everybody, tell me which one I like. I don't know if that works. It's funny. So I don't think we have enough time for a poll anyway. 5 minutes? 6 minutes? 5 minutes? Something like that. I'm going through them now, trying to figure out which one I might like more. I will say once again, for those of you who are just joining, Sugar Kitty specifically, in this instance, don't expect a video tomorrow. Tomorrow's a maybe, at best. Because I have been feeling kind of blah the past few days, and I don't trust my senses at the moment. Not because I'm anything you think, but just in general I have this weird scratchy throat thing. But it's not the thing you think it is, thankfully. I found that out, at least. But it's annoying. feels like it's throwing everything off. Even tonight, even doing this, I'm kind of going, ah, I don't know. It's hard not to like the marshmallow one. And unfortunately it has sentimental value. Like just the fact that this here is the bottle I purchased at the distillery and hand dipped myself makes me like it more in general. Not necessarily because of what's in it, just because of the experience and the memory that goes along with it. The rest of these I can't really say other than the private select one is something you all helped me get. Those who donated to the channel helped me purchase that, which is awesome because I wouldn't have tried those 3 different makers. The other 2 are long gone without that, because I think it was $100 for the damn thing. Also, be sure to thumb and subscribe and bell and tell your friends. Climbing, crawling towards 1,000. Ah, such pain. The 46 I just knew I liked. I don't remember when I bought this. Well, I think I might have bought this one in Texas. I don't remember. And then the FAU one was donated, which is awesome. Because donations are the best. Free whiskey, as you say. Yeah. As I said earlier, we're moving into that real big lull for WhiskeyTube channels when everyone's out doing their own thing, getting their own lives, having fun, especially with things as they have been for the past couple of years. People are eager to go out and do stuff. But I'll be here, locked in my apartment, surrounded by whiskey, all by myself. Darn. But I still stream. That's how I get out. That's my getting out of that place, is stream a video, do a live stream. It's fine. Really hard to tell, and I have such limited time now. It's funny, the last one's kind of fizzled out a bit as far as the nose. Actually, all kind of dampened, but there's only half an ounce in each of these, except for the last one. But that was not done on purpose. So I'm gonna go off taste. Since these are kind of diffused, we'll go rapid. Ooh, first one still drinks a little spicy. Marshmallow one just drank spicier now. The hell is happening? Decisions. The spice and the dryness builds up. Get palate fatigue. Like going one to the other, one high proof, all of them. And the spice and the dry notes are just like compounding. But I will say, in this moment, I am biased for the marshmallow one. Do I think it's the one I like the most overall? I don't know. I hope not, because I can't really get another one that was easy. Hell, the only way that these ice could is the Maker's 46 cast strength, and that's a maybe. But with that said, I'm going to mix 3 of these together for fun. So I'm going to mix the private, the marshmallow, and the... let's do the FAO one, since I can actually purchase more of the Maker's 46. Sound good? The rest of these are all rare and limited, and I can never get them again, probably. But that's what makes this so much fun. It's chaos, mad science, alchemy right here. Yes! Probably just broken all 3 of them by doing that, but that's alright. A little swirly swirl. There are other people doing stuff tonight. I think Trev's doing something. I have no idea, because I don't keep track of everyone anymore. But there's Trev and there's ADHD Whiskey, usually. So if you do stop in there, tell them KillCo sent you. Or just don't. I mean, you can just be there. But it's now 8 o'clock. Take a sip. Oh, the nose is nice. Yeah, that cherry note came back. Almost rose? Perfumey rosiness? Floralness? I guess the fruit notes got kicked up a bit there. Nope. Yeah, it kind of collapsed a little bit. Still good, but none of that spice, none of that kick, none of that. So, again, I'll let this sit for a little while, see what happens. But that is a risk. You know, mashing 3 whiskeys together like that very quickly. They don't like it. With that said, as always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Boop. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.